Hey guys, just making a new video. I just want to say I'm doing okay. I'm fine. I just want to talk about what's going on with me. Okay. Uh, I know everyone's worrying about me, how I might hurt myself and everything, but I didn't really post that to say, hey, I'm gonna, hurt myself in my life or anything. Okay. I was just really telling people how I am right now, okay? Some you might be like, really, Greg? Really? Even in the past, I have hurt myself before. I might not shown it because, I hide my emotions very well. I'm very good at it. Is this when it comes down to the grit, I'm just like, I will show my emotions. Is this, it takes so much for me to show my emotions. But I'll tell you how this all started. I think it was around 7th grade. I think. Maybe. No, I think it was, 7th grade. I was doing okay, going through middle school, doing okay. Life was great, nothing wrong. And then this one guy started bullying me. And it was pretty bad. He bullied me for about, I think, 3 weeks until one of my friends finally saw that I was being bullied. And I was like, when he finally confronted me, my friend, I was like, okay, I'll stand up for myself. So I had class with this bully. I never wanted to stand up for myself. I was never that type of guy. Almost everyone knows that about me. I don't like confrontation. Even when I do get angry, sometimes I'm just like, hey, get mad and, stomp off or try to get in a fight. Not the best ideas. But anyways, that class we both had together, plus my friend. And my friend told me to tell the teacher and everything. And I did. I didn't want to be like one of those guys that's like, hey, you're telling on someone, you're going to get beat up for that. But no, you're not. Don't let people do that to you, okay? If someone's bullying you, always stand up for yourself and tell someone, okay? You shouldn't let someone bully you. So that day, we both went to the office. Or he went to the office, and then later that day, I went to the office after him to tell the principal what was happening and everything. And it was over. So next year came by, 8th grade. My year was going good. I got into a few fights because, I was acting out a little bit. I was still trying to get under control of my anger and everything. If you know me personally, you know that I had a lot of anger problems and everything. So 8th grade comes around. It was like the end of the year. He comes back. I was like, how do you come back? And when they told me he got expelled, like he wasn't gonna come back or anything. But it was the end of the year and they let him back at school. I was like, why did they let him back at school? And he started bullying me again. But this time, I stand up for myself and I got in a fight with him. I won and everything, but the problem was I got in a fight with him. That's not the right answer, guys. You shouldn't be fighting with anyone. So we both got, I didn't get suspended. I got ISS for like a week or two, and he got suspended again, even when he should have been gone for the whole 2 years. But then 8th grade year ended. It was okay, pretty good middle school year. With the bullying, it was okay, Then high school came along. High school, my freshman year, was probably the worst. It really hit me in the face. It's like, Greg, you're in real life now. You're grown up. You should take care of your own business. So freshman year, first thing that was the problem was this one guy that always got in fights with. It wasn't like a fight. It was like slap boxing. If you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. Okay. I don't want to give out names. But every morning we would get in fights. It was like, why would we get in fights? The problem was that everyone around us wanted us to get in fights because, one, it was funny to watch us slap box. Two, fighting got me off some of my emotions and everything, and helped a little bit because I always wanted to fight, even when I didn't want to. It helped me with my emotions sometimes. And then with him, I don't know. One day he finally snapped. Like, we stopped play fighting, and he finally like threw a punch in my face. And this was just that we were all eating breakfast together, and we were just sitting there. He comes like through the doors, and he comes right to me, and he punches me like straight out in the face, and he throws me across the table and starts beating me up. And then a few of my friends grab him off me, and I was gonna throw my fist at him, but one of my friends stopped me from fighting. I was glad that he was there. And I'm so glad he's still in my life to talk to me sometimes. But man, I don't know what it is with people. And all I know, he got suspended, and I never saw him ever after that. And that finally hit me. It's like, Greg, you can't be taking your anger out on people or being mean to anyone. And I finally turned to the person where I was like, Greg, you're going to be nice. You're going to be the nicest guy to anyone, even to girls. Because girls I usually treated pretty bad. Like, I'd go on dates with them and stuff and be like, and treat them like meat sometimes. And I was just like, Greg, you can't be doing that. Girls don't like that. Even when some girls do, no offense, ladies, is this sometimes you do like guys that are like that. Nothing wrong with that, that's your choice. And then my thing is, I started being nice to girls. I started dating girls that wanted me to be nice to them. And then I actually had one girlfriend, I think it was my sophomore year. I was dating her for about 2 months, and she said I was too nice. I was like, how can you be too nice? Oh, actually, I can see that. Like, being too nice to someone and they think you're over. It's just weird. Anyways, I think being nice to women is probably the best thing you can do for anything. And that kind of added to my problem a little bit, I got a little insecure about dating girls and stuff, because all the time when I dated a girl and I broke up, or I didn't break up, they broke up with me or something, I'd go into like this crazy like mode and try to win them back or something, and try to do the best thing I could do to get them back. And I'm just like, in my mind, I know it was wrong, because once you're broken up, you're broken up, unless you have a girlfriend that wants to get back to you after a week, and that's just weird. I'm sorry if the guy treated you wrong or the girl treated you wrong, and you get back together. That just means you're meant for each other, or something is just wrong in your head. I'm sorry. Anyways, so then around my junior year of high school, people started bullying me again. It was because I was a big guy. I tried to play football and everything, and people always thought of me being like, hey, Greg, you're not going to do the best, You're just a normal guy living a normal life. Yeah, you're not going to do anything good with your life. And, I took that, I was like, that's probably right, I'm not the smartest guy. I know I'm not the dumbest either, I do come up with some good ideas sometimes. But, people pushed me around, they messed with me, calling me, fat and everything, messing with me. And I know they were just trying to be friends and stuff, but once you do that after, like, a year or two, I should just get used to it and be like, hey, you're just being friends. But no, you just can't get used to that, You gotta take it into a different perspective and be like, hey, you can't just let people push you around. And I did get to that point, you know. I once they started doing that, I started. I think they were mostly just looking for a reaction to me because they knew about my anger and everything. And I did whip out my anger a few times on them, and they're like, "Oh, you gonna mess with us now?" And I did, you know, get in a few more fights that I didn't want to. And then senior year was the most stressful of my life. You know, I was trying to get my life under control, trying to get my grades back up because of my freshman year. I screwed up so bad. And, you know, I just thought of my life being like, hey, is your life even worth living, you know? Because you're not even doing too well in school, Greg. And there's no point for you to, you know, live if you're not going to do anything that good with your life. So then I graduated. Life hit me really, really hard then. You know, you got to get a job or go to college. My senior year, I didn't spend any time applying for colleges. Probably a stupid mistake on my side. So I started working for a year at one job, and it was probably the worst job I could ever have. I did meet a few good people there that will treat me like family if I ever needed it, but they did the same things that they did to me in high school. These people I didn't know in high school. I'm just talking about the people that I knew in high school. They always called me fat. They were making fun of my weight and everything, and I started gaining a lot of weight. I didn't mean to. The only thing I could eat was fast food, and you know, I wasn't getting much exercise. I was sitting on my butt at my job for 8 hours, and I got to a weight of about, I think it was like 320 at the end of the year that I worked there. Then I moved along. I went to Party City. They hired me. I was like, yay, you know, this is going to be a good place. I started working there, and there was a girl there. I'm not going to say her name because, you know, that'd just be rude. I met her. She was actually pretty nice to me, you know. I think she was 17 when I met her. She was actually very nice to me. But she had this attitude that most, you know, Latina / Mexican girls have, like where they don't want to answer questions or they want to keep to themselves. I don't know what it is about those type of girls. I'm not trying to be rude to you guys. It's just, that's what I think. And, you know, it's probably a bad thing that I think of that. I am sorry. But every time I try to ask her about things or try to get close to her or anything, she'd just push me away. And I was like, why is she doing this? And I know she was dating someone. I wasn't trying to get that close to her. I was just trying to, you know, be a friend and, you know, be in the friend ring or whatever you call it. Friend zone. Yeah, friend zone. And then she left because, like, she didn't show up for a few days for work, and I know she wasn't going to stay there long because she had school and everything, but still. Then a few months came by. It was November of 2015. Everything was going well. Then this very pretty girl came by and got hired on. I don't know what I saw. It was like, when she came, I was like, dang. And she was 16. And I was like, dang it. You know, I was like, she is too young for me. Because I was 20 at the time. And I was like, dang. And I really got to know her. And then around December, I actually asked her if she wanted to go see Trail of Lights and everything, you know, go on a date and, you know, get to know each other a little better. I went to the Trail of Lights, but she couldn't come. So I was like, okay. Even when I bought the tickets and everything, I'm not worried about the tickets because they were only $3. So I was like, I'm not mad at her or anything. So then January came around. I started, you know, texting her more, starting to get to know more about her. But the weird thing was, she didn't want to ask questions about me. That's one thing I got really worried about. I was like, is she dating someone or what's going on? And I was like, so I'll just let it go on. And I kept asking her on dates, like, if we can go to the movies and stuff, and she always pushed me away. I was like, okay, she must be dating someone. February came around. I got her something for Valentine's. And I asked her that weekend if we can go on a date, and she tells me she can't. I was like, why? It's like, and then she tells me, it's like, oh, can I bring my boyfriend? And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I have a boyfriend. I'm like, what? I get mad at her because it's like I've been dropping hints for almost 3 months now, and she tells me, it's like, I didn't know you were trying to get with me. And I was really mad because she liked me and everything. Is just, I think it's because, I was white and she doesn't like white guys. And she didn't want to date older guys till she was 18. And I can understand that, I am 20 and it's a little weird to date a 16-year-old. But still, she could have told me before Valentine's Day, is like, hey, I'm dating someone, I can't accept your treats and stuff. I'm like, why didn't you tell me that before? I would have stopped, messing around with you. And I figured out later, around her birthday, that she was messing with a few guys. I'm not trying to be rude to her or anything, I know. She told me that she's been talking to, I think, 3 other guys. And she's just trying to be friends with them and trying to help them out and everything. And that's what I'm trying to do with her. I'm trying to be a friend now and trying to help her, but she gets so complicated sometimes. Anyways, now back to me. With all this going on, and me, being depressed already, and, her not really, accepting me, and it's not all her, it's family problems that I've been dealing with, and just life itself, me thinking that I'm not going to do much with my life. So I got to a point just yesterday, where I want to kill myself, and then I thought about it, and then people started, texting me and stuff, and I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should live my life and keep going, keep my head up, and and forgive her. I can't be mad at her all the time, but the point is, sometimes I get to this point where I get really depressed and want to, hurt myself. And I know most of my church buddies are there for me and everything. The worst thing is, I have hurt myself before. And I've never told anyone this, but I have. I've cut myself. My family doesn't even know about this, but I have. And if you are watching, my mom or my sister or my brothers, please don't worry about me. I'm not doing anything now. It's just sometimes I just have this feeling where I want to do it, but I just need a clearance, someone or some people telling me, it's like, Greg, it's gonna be alright, I just want to thank everyone that's been there for me. Church people, friends, and work people, I know some of my work people can be always there for me too. I just want to thank everyone for everything they said. I know I already said that, but thank you. And if you are watching, thank you for watching. Please sub to my channel if you can, or leave a like, and leave a comment, especially on this video if you can. I just want to thank everyone that's been there for me. Thank you. Bye.